In today's video, I'm gonna share with you 12 masterpiece fragrances. Hey everyone, I'm back again with another video. If you're first time here, my name is Mehdi. I try to make as many videos as possible about fragrances. So if you want to watch more videos like this, the only thing that I ask is that you subscribe to the channel, and if you find value in this video, drop a like. I really appreciate that. Without any further ado, I want to start by number 12, Montale's Honeywood. Honeywood is a thick, sticky and very concentrated fragrance, all about honey and wood, like the name. Starts with a very medicinal blast of wood at the opening, and dried on is way better compared to opening. I'm not that much fan of lots of Montale's fragrances opening. This one as well. At the dried on, it is not that much medicinal, and honey shines better, and it's not that much synthetic like the opening. I can say I appreciate it better, and it is more rounded and polished at the dry down. Performance is great, lasts on me over 10 to 12 hours plus, with 2 hours good projection. It's not beast like the most of Montale fragrances in terms of projection, but is better compared to lots of fragrances out there. So Montale's Honeywood. At number 11, from House of Dunhill, Icon Absolute. Hands down the best from this house for me, to my taste. Oh my gosh, it is very manly, masculine, in the same time modern. It is dirty but wearable type of dirty. It is dry, spicy, leathery, woody, ambroxany, modern, and a little bit old school, like 70% modern, and very complex type of fragrance. The only issue is performance. It is like maximum 4 hours on my skin, half a day barely on the clothing, and first hour below average projection and sillage. Concentration is EDP, but performance is not good. If it was a little bit better, it would be easily one of the best fragrances in the world for me, but performance is just not that. That's why I prefer it for indoor situations like cool springs, fall. Not that much powerful for winter, and not enough fresh for summer, maybe summer nights. So let's say to this one, except performance, every single factor is 10 out of 10 for me. At number 10, from House of Dior, an absolute masterpiece, Dior Homme Parfum. For whatever reason, has a lots of haters. For me, it is a big love. It is quality, it is rounded, it is floral, irisy, rosy, it is concentrated and thick, leathery, and I can get hints of woodiness at the back of this fragrance. Not that much big time wood, but much more leather and floral notes, and a little bit of that scented rubbery vibe is going on from atomizer. On my skin turns to much more woody, I can say, but on my clothing, for whatever reason, I can get boozy vibes after a while. After, for example, 4-5 hours, turns to a boozy fragrance on my clothing, and on my skin turns to much more woody, I can say. I wish I could get that mind-blowing, that masculine booziness when I apply it on the skin as well. In terms of performance, just lasts forever, like 20 hours plus easily on the skin, with 3-4 hours very loud projection and sillage. It is not the best for indoor situations, and I prefer it only for winter. At number 9, from House of Mancera, Oud Vanille. Such an underrated gem. It is Oud Vanille in the bottle, but when you sniff it, it is Oud Vanille. I want to cry for this one. It's mind-blowing. It is out of this world. It is very high quality, clean vanilla and oud. Oud is also not dirty or medicinal. Both of those notes have very burnt quality to it, like burnt vanilla and burnt oud together. A little bit smoky at the background, but fragrance is very, I can say, safe. It is not that much in the smoky and daring side, but also not for everybody, and quality is very niche, not designerish type of scent profile. It is bitter and sweet in the same time. You can get both of those tastes in one bottle. That's bitterness of oud and sweetness of vanilla with hints of smokiness at the background. Performance is 10-12 hours plus in terms of longevity, but projection is not that big like the most of Mancera fragrances. It is average, soft, airy, transparent projection and sillage for 1-2 hours. Let's continue by stronger with you. Absolutely, at number 8. I have to say here, I like also intensity version of this fragrance, one of my favorites. But when it comes to the masterpiece topic, I believe this fragrance deserves more to be on the list. It is much more complicated and complex compared to intensely version. That one is also not a simple fragrance, but this one is next level in my humble opinion. It is boozy. That booziness is a winner note for me, which is not available in the intensely version. It is a spicy, thick, woody and sweet fragrance in a very, I can say, burnt and smoked way. One of those beast mode fragrances in my collection, lasts forever, over 12 hours easily on the skin, on the clothing 3-4 days with 2-3 hours, very loud projection and sillage, and one of the most complimented fragrances in entire my collection. At number 7, a hidden gem, one of those fragrances that you cannot find it in other videos. X Aoud by SweDoft. What I get from this fragrance, it is woody, a bit fruity, plummy and currenty, but plum is like resiny type of plumminess, because we can get that plummy vibe from some resins like LME. It is resiny, fruity with hints of black tea at the background. Leather is there, but very diluted and not that much into your face. And for sure Aoud is the main player in this fragrance. Reminds me of a little bit Tuscan leather by Tom Ford, but this one is much more wearable and much more complimented, especially from ladies, compared to the Tuscan leather. Got me more compliments, this one. Easily one of the most wearable oud fragrances in my collection. Very friendly and high quality, smells perfectly unisex, maybe 10% more in the masculine side, like 60% masculine, 40% feminine. Lasts over 12 hours plus easily on the skin with 2-3 hours. Very loud projection and sillage in a transparent and airy way. At number 7, let's continue by House of Issey Miyake. I want to smell it again. I really love this one. Oh my love. Tell me what is better than a beautiful fragrance, than a masterpiece, complex fragrance in this dirty world. Issey Miyake no Ambre, I know. Very difficult to find this one. Has been discontinued, but when we come to the masterpiece fragrances, I have to mention this fragrance as well. Noir is saffroni, crystallized, sugary, slightly smoky and resiny type of fragrance with a very sugary and syrupy thick atmosphere. About performance, it is a very long lasting fragrance. Look at this beautiful bottle. Lasts like 12 hours plus with 2-3 hours average on-off type of projection. Sometimes projects very loud, sometimes is not there for whatever reason, but you can get on-off good projection for 2-3 hours by this one. Best season for this one is, in my opinion, fall and cool springs. I don't prefer it that much for very cold winters and for extremely hot summers. Now we are at top 5. Sorry, I can't stop laughing because I was sniffing too much high quality and mind-blowing addicting fragrances like this one. Aoud Jubilation, man. Losing my mind. What can I do now? So it is a very complex and well blended fragrance. It is resiny for sure, dried, fruity, very oriental, spicy, woody, smoky, with such a high quality honey notes at the betweens of all notes there. You can get honey oud, honey spices, honey dried fruity, but honey is there with every note combination. It is mixed with all of the notes. It is reformulated version, and so lasts pretty good actually, like 10-12 hours plus, but not solid 10-12 hours plus like the vintage one. After 6 hours is a little bit weak, I can say. Projection is 1-2 hours. First hour is good and second hour is average to below average. At number 4, another hidden gem. I assure you, you cannot find it easily in other videos. If you are a niche lover, if you like complex fragrances, you're gonna dig this one. Spice Surprise, really surprising fragrance from House of SweDoft. That is what I can call it, spice bomb. It is really spice bomb for me. So what I can get from this fragrance, it has 3 phases. At least it is like this on my skin. It is not a linear fragrance. At the phase 1, I can get a big blast of tobacco, wet tobacco and iris with hints of chocolate at the background. At the phase 2, I have much more cinnamon, chocolate and tobacco. Cinnamon will be added. At the phase 3, we have clove shining. So chocolate is there, chocolate and tobacco is there in all 3 phases. The other notes add by the time to the journey, I have to say. About performance, it is a very solid and concentrated type of fragrance. Look at color of the juice. Very concentrated and lasting type of fragrance. Lasts 12 hours plus easily on me with 2-3 hours. Very good projection and sillage. It is not a casual fragrance at all. It is very luxury, dressed up, nighttime type of fragrance, and I prefer it for colder seasons. At number 3, a well-known fragrance from House of SweDoft, Noxus, another honey and tobacco fragrance with a lots of lavender at the back. Actually, lavender is much more here prominent and catchable compared to tobacco. This is like honey, lavender, tobacco with hints of sandalwood and kind of suede vibes at the base of this fragrance. Very long lasting and dressed up type of scent profile. No need to talk about performance of this fragrance. One of those long lasting bismuth fragrances out there. I can get it like 12-14 hours plus with 2-3 hours. Very good, loud room filler, projection and sillage. At number 2, from House of Parfums de Marly, King Carlisle. It is a very dark fragrance, exactly like the bottle. Very dark, dressed up, not casual at all. A bit reminds me of Black Afghano, Gucci Oud in that genre. I can get a lots of oud, smoky, waxy, leathery, with a little bit of sweetness, very less at the background. At the dry down, you can get more of sweetness at the dry down of this fragrance compared to opening. At the opening is very bitter and waxy, smoky, dirty. About performance, I have to say no doubt about it. Lasts easily 12 hours plus with 2-3 hours. Good projection and sillage. It is not loud, but it is definitely above average. At number 1 at the top of the list, again from House of Parfums de Marly, Leighton. Leighton is a fruity, spicy and woody fragrance. Fruity because of apple, spicy because of black pepper and cardamom, and woody because of cedar, oud and patchouli. I believe it is cedar to my nose, but mentioned as a gaiac wood in the Fragrantica. And I can get some kind of Vixy or mentally smoky vibe at the background of this fragrance. Again, without no doubt, one of those long-lasting fragrances in my collection, over 12 hours plus, with 2-3 hours, very good projection and sillage. Definitely a dressed up fragrance and for colder seasons. Don't forget, subscribe the channel and remember to support me by your likes. If you have any opinion, suggestion, question, let me know in the comments below. I will answer you. See you in another video.